AMC is known for crafting some truly electrifying original programs, with smash hit shows like The Walking Dead, Mad Men, and Better Call Saul all calling the prominent network their home and helping build up the reputation of the popular channel. Recently, Netflix has acquired the streaming rights to many of AMC's dynamic catalog, adding fan favorites like Interview with the Vampire and Mayfair Witches to their platform, much to the delight of their devoted viewers. The underrated and hair-raising supernatural horror drama The Terror is another new addition to Netflix that has garnered widespread acclaim and appreciation from both critics and fans alike, with the anthology series chronicling Franklin's lost expedition, a doomed Arctic exploration that ended in the death of all 129 crew members upon its voyage in 1845. Let's delve into the eerie true story behind The Terror and how it helped shape the sensational horror hit. The ominous and downright unsettling 2018 supernatural horror series The Terror is based on the Dan Simmons novel of the same name and is a dramatized retelling of Franklin's lost expedition, an ill-fated British voyage that ventured into the Arctic region in 1845 only to be tragically stranded. The first season of the anthology hit features Jared Harris, Mad Men, The Crown, as Captain Francis Crozier and Outlander alum Tobias Menzies as Commander James Fitzjames, and chronicles the journey the Royal Navy's polar explorer ships HMS Terror and HMS Erebus embarked upon while searching for the fabled Northwest Passage. After the vessels become trapped in frozen ice during their treacherous quest, Crozier and Fitzjames must rally their men and keep their wits while in a foreign and perilous environment. Realizing just how dire the situation is becoming quickly, the shaken crew members begin to descend into madness and chaos as they viciously fight for survival against unfathomable threats like a mysterious and violent predator, suspicious Inuit people, and harsh, freezing weather conditions. The Terror gives Franklin's lost expedition a hair-raising supernatural spin as each episode marches closer and closer to a terrifying, bloody grand finale. The spine-tingling origins of the supernatural hit The Terror, like the novel on which the anthology series is based, provides a spine-tingling reimagining of what horrors the crew members of the HMS Erebus and HMS Terror experienced on the fateful 1845 expedition led by Sir John Franklin. The ships were tasked with traversing the unexplored regions of the Northwest Passage located in the depths of the Canadian Arctic in hopes of discovering more effective ways of navigating the famous sea lane, with Franklin and his men recording magnetic data during their daring expedition. The expedition set sail on May 19, 1845 from Greenhithe, Kent, and it took 30 days to arrive in Greenland. On this journey, 5 men were discharged as a result of seasickness. The doomed Erebus and Terror were last seen by whalers in July 1845 and would never be spotted again by Europeans. Their mission took a tragic turn after the vessels became trapped in ice in Victoria Strait, near the modern-day Canadian territory of Nunavut, and the 129 officers and men became stranded at the site. Very few facts can be pinned down about precisely what happened during the expedition, though the crews hunkered down on Beechy Island from the winter of 1845 to 46 and became icebound off King William Island in September 1846. Franklin and 24 men perished, and the remaining crew members abandoned the ships in April 1848, with Crozier and Fitzjames leading the survivors towards the Canadian mainland and ultimately disappearing. There have been many theories as to what happened to the men, with many citing scurvy, starvation, and hypothermia as causes, and allegations of cannibalism have also been reported as early as 1854 by Franklin searcher John Ray after discovering recovered bones during his investigation. Ray received valuable information from the local Inuit who had seen 30 corpses belonging to the crew and was shown the artifacts they had discovered from the site, all of which pointed to signs of cannibalism. The Terror's chilling premise captivates audiences with such a dark and tragic background. It's no wonder that The Terror has captivated audiences with its chilling premise and foreboding atmosphere, with the already frightening history of the expedition being further amped up by adding in the supernatural element. The crew members have no idea what awaits them as they become stranded in a barren icy land with little food or resources, all the while being targeted by a horrific predator and the ever-growing threat of mutiny among the men. As they become more and more desperate to survive their hellish frozen prison, the thrilling program attracted an impressive audience of 3.34 million viewers upon its pulse-pounding debut, with fans and critics alike being blown away by the masterful blend of horror and history and gripping storyline. The first season of the spellbinding anthology series currently holds an impressive 94% Rotten Tomatoes score and 88% popcorn meter, with The Terror quickly becoming a certified hit for AMC and further establishing it as a trailblazing horror network, having also created the juggernaut The Walking Dead. The Terror won the Satellite Award for Best Television Series genre, with The Ringer declaring that the chilling horror original has a judicious hand with its monster story, using it mostly to add an extra top note of dread to the interpersonal conflict and imposing might of near eternal winter. The top program currently has 2 critically acclaimed seasons under its belt so far, with a 3rd season subtitled Devil in Silver, based on the Victor Laval novel of the same name, set to make its premiere in 2025. Stream The Terror on Netflix.